foodgallet.com, and I have a little bit of advice for you. It seems really simple, but I think this is a concept that all of us can benefit from. I have here a plate full of cut up mangoes. One of my favorite things to eat these days. The most common looking mango that you'll find in stores looks like this. This is what people usually think of when they look for mangoes or think of mangoes. But recently you may have started to see these popping up. These have a bunch of different names. Their main name is a tufa or something. I'm so bad at pronouncing things, but it goes by honey or champagne or yellow or Asian, Manila, all different names for this type of mango. So I decided that I was gonna cut up the two of them and eat them side by side because oftentimes I eat them and they just taste like mango to me, right? I don't really think about the different types. And I realized that that's true of a lot of things. There are so many fruits and vegetables out there that have different varieties, but we don't really think about the different varieties. We just classify them. We think in apples and apple, but there are so many different types of apples, well beyond. You know, you would think there's green apples and yellow apples and red apples, but each of those colors has all sorts of different varieties from all different parts of the world. And it's true with, I'm trying to think of another example, but there's lots that'll come to me. And I'm looking around in my kitchen here. Like avocados, that's another one. They're all different types of avocados. And again, we just kind of think avocado. But it's completely different when you put them side by side and you taste each one. You can start to notice the differences. Dates. Dates is another thing. I've been eating lots of dates recently. And, you know, we just think of dates, but there's all these different flavors. And when you try them side by side or you get to know them, they have completely different flavors. Dates have different sweetness levels, so that therefore they might be good for different reasons, different recipes. When you're in for a more sweet date or a more less sweet date. So I think that you'll really enjoy the process of doing this little comparison and getting to know different types of produce. That'll make it more exciting. I've been doing a mainly, well actually, I think I've been eating completely raw except for a few cooked foods here and there. And the raw food diet, or even just the vegan diet, might seem really limited, but when you go into a good produce section of a good market, you'll see all the different varieties and it becomes so exciting. Oranges, another example, all different types of oranges. And so now, if you look at my kitchen, it's not, there isn't a ton of stuff in here right now, but I've got all these different types of things. I've got different apples and avocado and various types of oranges that I've been having and banana. I've got different types of tomato, some heirloom tomato here. I don't know what these are. Lemon and watermelon and all this different things. And I feel so satisfied because I have so much variety just in fruits alone. It also makes you feel a little bit more educated when you go to the market because you'll understand what a different type of avocado. There's what Hass avocado is the more typical. And now I'm blanking on all the different ones, but you'll be able to differentiate and you'll know when you're paying for one. Dates, for example. Dates I find by pound, some varieties are more expensive than others. How do you know what's worth investing your money in? Sometimes we often go for the less expensive variety, but for example, when I buy the less expensive dates, they're not as sweet as the medjool dates are, which are more like $7 a pound. And so it doesn't always give me the greatest bang for my buck, especially if I'm using them in a recipe, because then I have to use more of the others, so it kind of works out to be about the same. Also, being aware of where your food comes from is a huge thing when it comes to price, but that's a whole other story. So another thing that you can do is just start to compare different foods side by side, maybe different brands, but another big thing will be comparing conventional foods to organic foods side by side and seeing how they taste. And that will help you understand the value of what you're paying for. Your palate is going to take some time to evolve and be able to differentiate subtle things like convention versus organic. And then noticing how different sweeteners, a lot of us have these palates that are so used to refined sweeteners that naturally sweet things, unrefined sweets, don't taste as good to us. So giving yourself the opportunity to just start to notice all the little differences between different foods is really going to help you understand why it's important and how your body reacts to that. And for one final thought, it is one of the most incredible things that you can experience in life, in my opinion, is to start to truly understand how your body reacts to food. That's one reason why I love the raw food diet, is because suddenly I'm so much more aware. I'm aware of what foods give me the most energy, what fill me up the most. Sometimes I have kind of inflammation or mucus reaction. Things like bananas and certain nuts will give me, like, sneezing or a little bit of mucus, so I know to kind of minimalize them or have them during certain times of the day and all of that. And it just makes you feel so much more in control and so much more in tune and in harmony with your body, and it's amazing. So go out there, go to the store, farmer's market, whatever it may be, and just try things side by side. You can do this with nuts and beans, and it doesn't have to be a raw food diet, it doesn't have to be fresh food, it can be all sorts of different things. Just starting to understand food a little bit more and how your body reacts to it. You will get really excited about it, I promise. And I would love to hear your comments. So leave below. Tell me, what is the thing that you've found most surprising, the foods that you like the most, the differences between them. What type of apple versus another type of apple do you prefer, and how does your body react to it? Or any comments you want, questions. Actually, questions are better asked if you click down below. There's a link to a little question form. If you have some more specific questions, I will get to them as soon as I can. Well, it takes me some time. Please subscribe so you're the first to know when I have more videos like this. I'm going to have recipes and all types of different videos highlighting different aspects of my new website, ecovegangal.com. So this video probably falls more into the eat and health section, but I've got look and feel and love and act and learn and all these different aspects that we can make our lives more eco-friendly and healthier. Thanks so much for watching. As always, you can follow me on all the social media networks, which are down below, and stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you then. Bye.